Hey guys, it's Kylie with Paradigm again. Today we're actually going to be looking at how to create a Twitter account. So, first thing we need to be is on twitter.com. You'll kind of see here. First thing we want to do is look where it says sign up, click on that. All right, so we're going to stick with the same name we did as last time. We're going to go with Melissa Jones as we did with Facebook. Now, there is a phone field that's solely up to you if you want to use that. Phone numbers sometimes do change, so I would recommend using email. Now, emails don't change quite as often. However, if you're planning on using a work email, you may want to consider using maybe a personal work email. So if you move brokerages, you won't have to come in here and change this email again. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and begin putting in my information from here. Bear with me one moment. All right, and we're going to go ahead and put in a birthday. All right, hit next. So track where you see Twitter content across the web. This is solely up to you. It's really your preference. There's no right or wrong answer. Just for the sole purpose of us in training, I'm going to uncheck that because this is a test account. Hit next. Everything looks good. Everything needs to be changed. Nope. All right. So we are good to hit sign up. All right. So they sent me a code. What we need to do now is pop over to that email address, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. Looks like it's empty. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just refresh it here with that refresh button. Oh, it's already come in. Let's take a look. I'm just going to copy that. That way I don't have to try to remember that or write it down. Go back over to Twitter, paste it in, hit next. You'll need a password. Make sure it's 8 characters or more. All right, so I'm going to use this one. Next. All right, it's time to upload a profile picture. So we'll go ahead and do that by clicking on that little camera right there with that silhouette of a person. There we are. Okay, so I'm just going to move this up a little bit. See down here, you can actually zoom in if you desire or zoom out. No need for this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit apply. Everything look good there? All right, so we're just going to hit next. Tell us a little bit about yourself. So I'm just going to say this is a test for training purposes. You'll notice that there's only 160 characters available, so you'll have to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Once you've gotten that put in, next. This does allow you to go through and add friends that you can upload your contacts with. I'm going to choose not now. You can always search later. All right, what are you interested in? This is optional. You can go through here and just kind of decide whether or not you want to use some of these items here. You have plenty to choose from. That's just to kind of help you get your Twitter account started and get the newsfeed going. For now, I'm going to go over and choose. I don't want to choose skip for now because you won't be able to see some of the what the newsfeed would technically look like. So I'll just go ahead and go with books. Um, and let's see here, home improvement and photography. I'm going to hit next now. It'll give you some suggestions on here. You can go through and follow some of these. That's not necessary or required unless you just want to go through here. I'm just going to go ahead and hit next. All right, turn on notifications. Get the most out of Twitter by staying up to date with what's happening. You do have the option of having that turned on. This will actually pop up if you have the browser open, even if you're not on Twitter. So I don't recommend it unless you always want to stay up to date. Now, most people have the Twitter app on their phone, which they can be notified that way if they desire. So I'm going to do skip for now. All right, so this is essentially what it would look like, very basic. Got some stuff where I chose books, home improvement. Now, what we want to look at next is over on the left, we have home, explore, notifications, messages, bookmarks, haha, lists, profile, and more. First, let's go to profile. So you'll see here, got my name, picture. Looks like we can add a cover photo, so we can add that by hitting edit profile. And I'm going to go ahead and use my logo here. Going to apply that. Looks good. You can go through and add a location or a website as well. That way people can check out your website if you desire. I'll save this for now. All right, so this is very basic, just set up, so it's pretty lonely here. What I'm going to do next now is look over to the left. I'm going to hit more. You have quite a few options on here, but for now, let's go into settings and privacy. Well, we got this username Melissa and a bunch of numbers, but I don't like that. So what we can do here is we can go through Melissa Jones, Castle. Must be shorter than 15 characters, so that kind of stinks. But we can go ahead and go to Realty. Still exceeds it. So I'll just do Melissa Jones. Nope, it still won't take it. Well, it's a little hard to decide on that, so you can also put in some symbols. Underscores sometimes work as well. Looks that one been taken as well. So I'm just going to try putting a little asterisk in there. You'll see here it only contain numbers, letters, and the underscores. So just throwing that out there, that is not possible. So I'm going to put 20, and here we are. So I want to use that. So we're going to save it. You do have the option of putting in your phone number later on if you desire. That's not required. You can change your email if need be, password, change security, language, country. So quite a few options in here. This is the basics of getting your Twitter account set up. Pretty quick and easy, right? So there's a couple other things you can technically look at, your privacy, make sure you go through notifications, decide whether or not you want certain content available, all that good stuff. So there is also an option to have the background changed. I just wanted to point that out even though it's not paradigm related. You can change it to dim or lights out, which is much easier on the eyes. And also, if you might have some trouble seeing some of the text, you can also increase it to be larger if need be. And you can also change the colors of, say, for like right here where it says tweet, you can change it to the colors given here. Going back into profile, you can see here, if you wanted to tweet something, which is basically kind of like posting a status on Facebook, if you're more familiar with that, you can go through here and you can type that out, add pictures, GIFs, and whatever else you like. Or if you want to go back to your news feed, all you'd need to do is just hover over home or hit the Twitter bird. And that's it. That's all there is to it. We've just now created a Twitter account. You can install the app on your phone, iPhone and Android. However, that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, guys.